Aloha, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Waimea Bay, Oahu. It is May 24, 2016, 7:55 in the morning, and we're talking about how you can be better when you're being coached. Now, I have some guys that come in and I work with, and sometimes the company will pay me, and I can help them like double, triple, quadruple their income, and they don't take what I'm teaching seriously, right? They, for whatever reason, they're not buying in, okay? And you know, the owner of the company or the manager typically gets up and gives their spiel, their song and dance. You know, you need to pay attention, you need to take notes, and then these guys just don't take it seriously. And training, good training, most training is ridiculously expensive, okay? And so like one company hires me and they're like, hey Scott, we want you to come out, and I tell them the number that it's gonna cost them. They usually gasp, which, you know, they should. And then they usually like, well, can we do anything about the price? Yeah, probably not. If this is what you want, this is what you're gonna get. And then, you know, we go from there. But, you know, a lot of times people just don't take the coaching that they have on hand seriously. And you're like, but Scott, why would you charge a lot? Because if they don't implement, then it's a lot of pain on them and it's a lot of problems on them. And then the owner's got to say like, I spent this much money and you're not doing what I taught. See, that's why you charge a whole bunch of money. Because if you charge a little bit, they're like, yeah, it was okay. It was just an investment and it's not that big of a deal. They start like negating what's going on. But like when they pay more, they're like, oh my goodness, it was the greatest thing ever, which it is, okay? But you know, here's the thing. A lot of times in the coaching program, a lot of people just, they don't implement. They're like, well, you know, my process is better. And it's like, well, where are you at now? Oh, you haven't gotten anywhere? How come you're not implementing? Well, my process is better. No. If you're being coached, there's a reason why you're paying the coach or somebody's paying the coach to meet with you. Implement what they teach. You might just learn something. You might be like, oh my goodness, that was amazing. It made my process so much easier. A lot of times when I meet with guys, they think that they're saying one thing, but they're doing another. And so it's kind of like, you know, I swam. I didn't play football very long in high school. I got injured. But when I'd swim, you know, the coach was always like, you know what, you're kicking too fast, right? Let the strides carry you. I was like, oh, okay. And then I got really fast at swimming. Okay, and then I played soccer, right? I played soccer and I swam. And I always played fullback. I was always at the back of the field. And the coach was like, you know, if you turn your foot this way, you're going to kick the ball that direction even further. I'm like, oh my goodness, that was amazing. And it's the same thing in the sales process, you know? Somebody teaches you something to implement, then you go out and implement. But, you know, a lot of times people will get the coaching, but then they do nothing with it. They're like, well, I'm just going to audit the course. Well, you don't get anything from auditing a course. You know what you get from auditing a course? A whole bunch of ideas that create a bunch of confusion. You got to implement. You got to implement. Stop auditing courses, implement the courses. That'll really help you out. Implement the courses, okay? There you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do, come on. You gotta subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter. It's like, you know, announcer voice, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.